Aluminum.
Leather lizard. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is FlyBy episode 8. We are here with, obviously, me. My name's Erick. We've got Niki, we've got Cayla, and we've got Jirka.
I like the sharp R, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, so we're at Sun and Fun, coming at you live from beside the Tiger. We're like flying in formation with the Tiger, with this table and 4 chairs. How did we all get here?
Well, I have the most boring story. I flew commercial from San Jose International to Tampa, rented a car, and drove over because I wasn't about to fly the 182 all the way from Bay Area, California to Florida in a very short amount of time.
And why not?
This takes a really long time, Erica, you know.
That'd have been like a 3-day trip.
Yeah, so...
And 5 days on the way back for that.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so no, commercial was the way to go for me.
Nice.
What about the rest of you guys?
How about you, Jirka? How'd you get here?
A nice pickup truck, flying pickup truck, 182.
Nice airplane. I love those.
Well, and I was supposed to have Richard McSpadden with me on board and a whole bunch of gear. He bailed on me, and the one piece of gear I got from AOPA Media was a little trolley that was folded up into about a 12-inch piece. So I was flying empty, and I thought I was going to make it all the way from Frederick to Tampa without refueling. But between bladder and cutting it a little close on the IFR reserve, I stopped at St. Simon's.
You didn't want to be an accident case study?
Yeah, something like that. Well, or more like FAA talking to case study, right? Or something like that. Hopefully that would be the only. But I stopped at St. Simon's, had the obligatory barbecue outside the airport.
Southern Soul.
It was quite delicious.
I haven't stopped there yet. I need to make that a point.
Almost
place.
rear-ended somebody with the Avalon crew car, which the brake the brake was not as functional as I expected.
So we're going to call that operator error. He wasn't checking his gear ahead of time.
But it was a great flight down. I flew IFR all the way, thank God, because the Jackson Center was calling to everybody coming into Tampa, hey, if you're coming in flight following, they will not take you. Because between storms south of Tampa and just everybody coming into Lakeland, I was going to Tampa Executive,
right?
Just easier to get in and out. But they were saying, hey, they're not going to take you. It's crazy. It's busy.
Wow.
Either follow the procedures, go VFR, or if you're RFI, you're good to go.
Good thing for IFR.
So,
Cayla and I came in VFR. I had the awful task of flying the Tiger down here. It was just so miserable. Actually,
well,
it was.
The turbulence was.
I would say
you.
the plane was not miserable. The turbulence was. I think I left an indentation in the leather headliner from smacking my head so hard, and everything lifted up off the seats and the baggage area in the back and came slamming back down. And
were you flying low or something?
Well, I was flying low because headwinds at 3,000 feet were 30 knots and a little higher, and at 7,000 feet they were like 80 knots, so I decided to stay down low, and it was rough as all get out going through the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. Flew from Frederick to Peach State Aerodrome nonstop, which surprised the heck out of me. I had planned to stop in Auburn, or no, where was I going to stop? Clemson. I was going to stop in Clemson. Sorry.
The other Tiger Town.
The other Tiger Town, exactly. That's what had me confused. I was planning on stopping in Clemson with the Tiger for the Tiger fans down there. But I had enough gas, and I just pushed on. Had 10 gallons left in the tank when I landed, which is close to about an hour and a half at 8.5 gallons an hour, which is what I was getting on the way down. And then
it burns that little? I had no idea. Wow.
Yeah, at 3,000 feet, I had it leaned out to about 8.5 gallons an hour.
Because I was burning probably close to 14 on the way here with the 182. So.
Yeah, I was going a little slower because it was so turbulent. I didn't want to rip the wings off of somebody's airplane when they deliver it to them. Deliver them a lawn dart, something like that. So first landing in that thing in 4 months was at Peach State on the grass, and I don't know, how was my landing?
You handled it like a real Peach State professional. Everybody is quite the critic down there at Peach State, so everybody was super impressed. You threaded the airplane in through the trees, a short final. You did a great job, so no, you pulled it off well.
I didn't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. All right, anyway,
Niki's shaking her head.
Sorry. I just got a few eye rolls on that one and some audible groans. So So what were your first impressions of the Tiger?
The Tiger to me is just beautiful. When you pulled up in it, the paint is automatically what stuck out first. It doesn't look metallic from a distance, but truly in the sun when you get up close to it, the thing sparkles. It's stunning. The second thing is obviously the panel. I mean, with the Garmin G3X in there, it's fantastic. It's super intuitive. The interior is great. I love the tiger written on the seats. It's beautiful.
That's embroidered.
Embroidered, thank you. I was looking for the word and it didn't come to mind, so I appreciate that.
Many a nights for Eric, one needle at a time.
And then when we took off, I mean, it was you and it was me. We had full tanks and a ton of baggage. And
most of it was yours.
Hey now, hold up. I had a backpack and 2 little suitcases. But Peach State's a fairly short strip. I mean, it's less than 3,000 feet. And we were taking off downhill. We had a slight headwind, so that helped us a little bit. But we were off the ground in no time at all. The performance really shocked me. I didn't expect it to perform that well at all. So all of that being said, I love this airplane, and I really wish I could win it.
Womp womp.
It's like being ineligible.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
But somebody's going to be a really happy camper with this airplane. It's everything you could want. It's a family hauler. It's a stuff hauler. It's whatever you want it to be. And it's fast, too. I mean, it's economical as well. It's perfect.
Yeah, 8.5 gallons an hour. And if I'd pushed it a little more, maybe got some more altitude, I probably could have leaned it out a little bit more, maybe got some more speed out of it. But the members have really liked the plane. They're all really excited about it. They all claim that it's their airplane. And the way some of them are treating it, they act like it's their airplane. They're climbing on it and pushing buttons and switches. We're having to keep an eye on that because one of us does have to fly back to Frederick, so we don't want to play it around
I think
with too
the
much.
pre-flight is going to have to be a little detailed on the way out of there.
Pre-flight.
Detailed pre-flight, that's for sure. We should have taken some before pictures so we knew what the switches were set at. But no, they really love the paint. They love what we've done with the avionics, especially. They're basically drooling all over it, so we're keeping track of that and wiping those drool marks off the airplane.
And Tiger owners have been coming over and complimenting it and talking about their history with the Tiger and how much they love it, and they hope that they could win it.
Yeah, the Grumman owners are coming out of the woodwork for sure. And we're getting a few suggestions. We do still need to replace the seat belts because those are faded and worn, but they're asking about Jaguar cowl and the Lopresti mods and all that sort of thing, but we're just out of time and money for this project to do that. But whoever wins this plane is going to be happy no matter what.
Absolutely.
It's already up there as I think probably one of the nicest Tigers out there.
Yeah, I think you're
it's
right.
just pristine.
Absolutely.
I don't think it was this nice when it came out of the assembly line.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. So, what kind of stuff have y'all seen since you've been here? I know Cayla and Niki, y'all have been out quite a bit, running around and getting your steps in.
I met some cool people. I went over and visited with Pipistrel yesterday to go get some pictures of their new aircraft, and also went over to talk to Flight Design, Tom Pagini. They had the F2 over there. They're out of Ukraine, and so it was really cool to talk to them. And their factory is still working, still intact, and it was really great to meet them and see what's coming out of there. So. Just really meeting some really awesome people, getting to see all the cool vendors, and everybody's just so excited to be here. This is my first Sun and Fun, so I'm actually just kind of taking it all in and enjoying myself.
So what do you think about the Pipistrel by Textron?
Ah, yes, Pipistrel by Textron. That is correct. The Panthera is gorgeous.
It is a beautiful airplane.
It was not what I expected, especially just mostly just having experience with the Alpha Trainer and the Velis. Seeing the Panthera was like, wow, this isn't what I expected, and I am so impressed. So if you have a chance, if you're here, or look it up online, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous aircraft.
I first saw it in Slovenia maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it was just, back then it was a year or two away. Now with COVID, I think they're expecting certification next year. I'm curious what Textron does. Hopefully they can give them a little extra horsepower and get selling out here. They make great airplanes.
Yes, they
but
do.
My personal hunch is that Textron wants some electric propulsion. I know that was
cool to see.
That was Pipistrel's project for a little while.
They were seeing what they were up to, and they wanted to get in on that. So I don't blame them. It's really cool. They're all over Europe. Everyone in Europe knows who they are, and now it's time for everybody here in the U.S. to understand them too.
Yep. Sun and fun, sights and sound.
There goes Erick.
They're doing their morning sponsor rides right now. They just spread out a little bit.
You were on that last year about this time.
Last year, yeah. That was a lot of fun. Those guys are great guys, and they know what they're doing. If you've seen their air show, you know that. But it looks like they're getting the weather information they've spread out, and then they'll form back up for the break. I've seen it happen.
What about you, Cayla? Who have you seen?
Yeah, yesterday morning, TBM had some big news. They released their new TBM 960, so I went to that press conference and met with some friends over there who work for TBM, and it was great seeing everyone, and the airplane's just beautiful. I love the scheme. I talked to one of the head honchos over there at TBM yesterday, and he was truly blown away with how the paint turned out, very excited about it. He went into some great detail about how they chose this paint and the scheme, and there's a lot more that goes into it than I thought. So went over there yesterday, hung out with Piper. I met 21-year-old Carly. I think she's at @fly_Carly on Instagram. She is owning the Piper game. I swear she's probably going to be running that place in 20, 30 years. She's incredible. She's got all of her ratings, recently graduated from UND. And now she's all over their social media and flying all their airplanes and doing demos. And she was a great person to connect with and meet. And
Sounds like a good gig.
yeah, she's she's got a good gig for sure.
What if they're hiring? I'm kidding. kidding. I'm kidding.
We'll edit that out later.
They were celebrating their 85th birthday yesterday, so they had free cupcakes over there at the Piper booth. That drew some people in, but hung out with some friends over at Warbirds and Cub Crafters and Acme Aero, and just today taking a little bit of a breather. Gonna hang out by the booth a little bit more and try to stay out of the sun because it's hot and it's sweaty down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did you say when you first got out of the airplane? You feel like you're in a shower?
I
or
feel like I'm in a shower. Yep,
Yeah.
Just it's that sticky.
Or a steam sauna or
Yes.
something like that.
I texted these guys when I was packing, and I said, "You guys, I've packed so many socks," and the response was, "Pack more." So we're definitely feeling the humidity down here.
That's for sure. And we had Mike Goulian stop by yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We had a little meet and greet with him, and then he tried out the True Course Sims F22 Challenge. I am proud to say I did better than he did.
Ooh.
But, I mean, he's a professional aerobatic pilot, and I've got to say...
An all-around nice guy that let you win, probably.
I mean, he did it yesterday on his own. I did it today, and that's what the guys told me, is I did better than Mike Goulian. But anyway, as far as actual flying goes, he's got my butt kicked 20 times over.
He had a lot of fans come that were really happy to meet him.
Yeah.
And then he was talking with Richard McSpadden yesterday. I was listening to them talk about acrobatics and talking and teaching people and all those things. It was really cool to listen to a little bit of that.
Yeah, and we've got Skyline Baron pilot coming later this week, and we've got Bruce Landsberg, we've got Mark Baker's going to come and hang out, and we've got farewell to Tom Haynes. So a lot of stuff going on. Not as much as we usually have, but it feels kind of like a full schedule to me.
Yeah, I mean, people could also swing by and get $10 off their membership and free T-shirts when they join or renew, and
While supplies last.
yeah, and check out the pilot gear that we have here and just get to know some of the team. It's happening right now over here at AOPA.
Yeah. Free shipping on pilot gear if you can't make it. Promo code SNF 2022. So Sierra November Foxtrot 2022 for those who are pilots.
For those in the
You sound so official.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just waiting for you to go, but wait, there is more.
There's more.
There is more. If you sign up for auto renew, don't you get extra entries into the...
Well, I'm not going to get too in the weeds on the legalities of the sweepstakes, but AOPA members are automatically entered, and those with a life membership or are on auto renewal get 5 additional entries for 6 total. But AOPA.org/sweeps for the full
And
rules.
if you need an airplane this year, that's probably the only one you can get from what I'm hearing from the
Yeah.
manufacturers.
So what-
Everybody's sold out.
Yes.
No purchase or contribution necessary to enter to win. Void where prohibited. Ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 5/20/22. Grand prize winner must be certificated by the U.S. FAA as of 5/20/22. For complete details,
Oh, you're
eligibility
reading
requirements-
He's reading it out.
Oh my God, what is he doing?
Sponsored AOPA.
There's a
That also
sign
was
right
not
next.
fast
Wow.
forwarded, in case
Okay.
you were
No,
wondering.
that's just
I'm
him
just-
reading it off.
I'm
Nicely
just a
done.
fast talker. I should have read it first before I did
You
that.
should be an auctioneer.
I can't get
So
that.
speaking of the manufacturers being sold out, I went over to Cub Crafters. They're sold out till 2024. I heard you went over to Textron.
Yeah, I spoke to Textron, our friends at TBM, and of course drooling over my favorite airplane, the Kodiak, out
Yeah.
there. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody's sold out, and it's actually really interesting the job of the crews that are selling these airplanes has changed a little bit, at least for now. And essentially what they're trying to do is keep all the deposit holders excited about these airplanes that may be coming in another year or two, instead of being able to buy one and fly it away.
Right.
So it's a completely different game right now. Hopefully it doesn't stay, but it doesn't get too much worse as things kind of stabilize a little bit, because it's good for the industry. But on the other hand, I think as capacities grow, hopefully people can get airplanes faster, because those that want them should be able to get them.
And the used market is just exploding.
And that's probably why.
Yeah.
The prices are insane. We
Yeah,
sold an airplane a couple years ago for under 100, and I saw it online the other day for 150. So it was just, I can't believe
It's
the
crazy.
prices. Just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I wonder where. Go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
I was going to change.
No,
the
you go
subject.
ahead.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
You changed the subject.
Well, I was gonna bring up something that Cayla was a little bit disappointed with this year. Was somebody is missing.
Somebody's missing, yes. Okay, so
me
I
about
love
it.
Sun and Fun for a lot of different reasons, but one of the things I look forward to most each year here at Sun and Fun is the Amish Donuts.
Peachy's Donuts.
And they are not here this year. We've been here, Eric and I have been here since Friday, helping to set up and get everything around, and we were kind of concerned when we didn't see the trailer on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and then Monday rolls around and we get confirmation that
Peachy's
they're not
posted their
coming.
schedule. They're not going to be here this week.
You were telling
And I
me
was-
about it. You were telling other
I was
people
so
about it.
excited.
Building the
They're
excitement.
as big as your face.
They're fantastic. The best
I am-
donuts in the world.
I'm disappointed. So
I spent $80
Peaches, if you're
last year.
listening,
Why
I
aren't
really
you
want to
here?
try one. And why aren't you here?
We miss you, Peaches. Please come back next year. We love you.
Oh,
I was really
man.
counting on that for breakfast, but I tried to settle for Pop-Tarts, which just
Well,
don't
at least you don't have
compare.
to redo weight and balance for the road home.
Ooh.
There you go.
I spent $80 on donuts last year. Can you believe that?
Speaking of the ride home, who's taking the Tiger home?
That hasn't been decided yet. We've got a lot of people that need rides home, and we're trying to avoid the commercial airlines.
All the
if we can.
logistics.
That's right.
Are you
Yeah.
flying commercial home or are you?
I am airlining home.
Okay.
Yep.
Me
So,
too, but
I have to go home early for a wedding, so
So no, Erick just got the 182.
I got the pickup truck.
You've got the pickup truck, and then
Station wagon.
we've got a couple Bonanzas down here and the Tiger, and then Sierra has the RV12.
it's way on
And
the
then
other
there's the
side
extra,
of
but
camping.
Richard's
Is
taking
the
that.
extra in the game, baby?
Oh man,
No,
that
Richard's
was
taking
so
the extra,
fun.
but that was a lot of fun. You started off flying that just the other day.
Yeah, I went and I flew it with Richard, formerly known as Thunderbird 1, the other day, and it was an introduction to the airplane and how it flies, and we did some upset recovery training, some stalls, and we were hoping to get some aerobatics in, but 30 minutes in an extra is a lot.
Yeah.
And at the 30-minute mark, I kind of found myself really hot and starting to get nauseous, and there's always that point, when you're at that point, you speak up and you say something because you don't want to throw up
it
and be
off.
miserable the rest of the day. So we called it, and we brought the airplane over here to the AOPA campus, and it's just going to be really hard to get it out of here this week to go do more aerobatic flying and all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna, we're gonna do it some other time. But no, it was a blast. What an incredible donation to the Air Safety Institute for upset recovery training and aerobatic training.
Yeah.
What an eye-opening experience.
I did the upset training with Prevalence Aerospace in kind of the same airplane a couple of years ago, and joking aside about taking that one home, it's probably better for 30 minutes and then
Yeah.
flying home into 182 because
Yes.
it was a ton of fun. But,
intense.
but it's not exactly a cross-country airplane.
Yeah.
No, not really. And I had about 12 minutes in it with Dave Hirschman, and it was frigid that day. It was probably 30 degrees, and as you know from flying it yesterday or over the weekend, it is drafty as all get out.
Yeah.
So all that cold air was coming in at 120 knots, so it was a wind tunnel, and I was dying.
It felt great down here in the 90 degrees Florida sun, but I can imagine up in Maryland in the winter, heck no.
No, I couldn't.
I'll
My
pass.
fingers were tingling for several hours afterwards.
Oh man.
It was quite the experience. But
supposed
I
to go
would
up
totally
with
do
that.
it again.
I'm supposed to go up with the Phillips 66 team tomorrow morning.
The
but-
Aerostars, yeah.
Yes, but we'll see. Weather may or may not cooperate, so I'm keeping my expectations tempered. But I am looking forward to it. But I also I brought some less drowsy Dramamine for
you
the
go.
flight, just in case. I know I can be prone to air sickness during acrobatics, so this
Did you check in with the AOPA Pilot Information Center medical team? to
I
see
have
if
not.
That would be okay to do.
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, for those of you who
As
may
a
not know,
non-PAC, it shouldn't matter, right?
yeah, well,
Probably the better check.
better check. Yeah,
I'll
right.
check.
No, but all of AOPA is here.
I went up with the Aerostars at Oshkosh last year, and it was such a cool experience. You're up for 15 minutes, and it's so high, it's so fast-paced, and just so much intensity going on. You didn't really have time to think about.
I have time to
getting
get
sick.
nauseous
Yeah.
until I get on the ground and I have like, the baby horse legs and I start to
when I
fall
got on
over.
the ground, that was a different story.
Okay.
So I
feel like you're still moving
yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I hope you
I
get to
get
go.
to do it, but we'll see. And if not, next time.
next time.
Awesome. So yeah, we've got all of AOPA here. We've got member services, and we've got the Pilot Information Center and the medical team and the foundation and You Can Fly and Airport Support Network and Government Affairs, and what else do we have here? The store is here. Literally every
Two Course
department.
Simulators is here.
Full representation.
Yeah.
Full representation from AOPA HQ in miniature form.
Mm-hmm.
So if this podcast makes it out before the end of Sun and Fun, and you listen to it before the end of Sun and Fun, come see us. Otherwise, you'll be very disappointed that you did not come. But you have a chance to do it again at AirVenture, so come see us then. Anything else before we sign off?
We're here and we're having a great time. That's it.
Bye, everybody.